What's going on, guys? It's Nando doing the video thing one more time, and I wanted to let you guys know one or two things that have really kind of upset me about the Note 7 before I give you my full final review. And I figure the best way to do so is here in Portugal. Well, we got some different kind of terrain, great time for some pictures, pools and everything, and I'm gonna tell you guys two things that just happened to me that's really upsetting. By no means is this gonna make me not want to use the phone. Matter of fact, I love this phone. It's probably the best phone I've had to date. But see this behind me? That's a pool, right? So that pool had this phone in it. The deepest point of that pool, which is right there, is about 5 feet, 5.5 feet. Now, the Note 7 states that it can go into 1.5 meters of water for about 30 minutes. 5.5 feet, 1.5 meters of water. Anywho, you know me, I was sitting around trying to prove to some family members and some friends that it in fact is waterproof. So I said, throw me my phone. They threw me my phone. I let it fall in the bottom on purpose, and then I went and got it. I brought it out, no problem, works just fine. Now here's the two things that I want you guys to know about the waterproofing on the Note 7 and one of the issues. Now, the waterproofing was fine, it worked. Immediately it told me that it had water in my phone to not charge until that figured itself out. So that's fine, I didn't do that. So that lasted for probably about 2 hours or so, which I think is a little annoying, but it's not terrible. But that is one thing that first time I noticed it, that's what showed up. So the phone would have a little notification at the top that say moisture detected. Now the second thing in regards to the waterproofing is that the iris scanner seemed to not pick up my eyes very well. It would fail, it seemed blurry, so I don't know if that's just the water inside the phone, if that's just the water on the iris scanner lens thing or what, but that took a little while to figure itself out. Again, within 2 hours or so, that went away. When I did finally charge my phone, it wasn't charging fast charging. It was just doing regular slow charging. So I had to switch cables. That's the only way to get fast charging to work. I don't know if my other cable had moisture in it because I tried to charge with it too early or not, but switching cables finally fixed that. Now that kind of leads me to my second issue, the S Pen. Right here, I don't know if you guys can see, my S Pen is a little scratched up now. It's scratched up because I've had to literally use a needle to pry it out of my phone because the clicking mechanism isn't working very well. Now I had that same issue with the Note 5 where the clicking thing wasn't gonna click up, and when that doesn't click up, it doesn't spring up. You don't have a way to grab it. So you have to use a needle or something to pry it. So I had to use like a SIM card ejector tool, and now the bottom of my S Pen is all scratched up. Luckily it's not the phone, it's just the bottom of the S Pen, and it has like a lot of scratching around it because I had to kind of carve into it. So when I pull my S Pen out and I tried to click it, it gets stuck. And then you kind of have to wiggle its way up. So I found a solution for that, a way to fix that, and let me go ahead and show you guys how that is. Bear with me one moment here. So guys, if you see there, see how it's, you can kind of see where I scratched up on the S Pen here at the end. So what you do is when you're putting the S Pen back in, instead of putting it back in ready as you normally would, you want to leave the click already half clicked down so it stays flush with the end, and then you can kind of get your nail around it and you can pull it back up anytime. And it doesn't come out at all because I think it latches in when it goes into the phone and the phone detects that it's in. So that's how I kind of have to work around this issue right now. I'm definitely going to get a new S Pen. I think it's just a faulty clicker. I don't know if it's the water that got stuck inside the actual S Pen that's causing the issue. But it's annoying, I don't like it, and I felt like that was something I needed to share with you all. So to recap, guys, a couple of those issues once again are waterproofing on the phone works great. If you're not used to it, don't be alarmed when you see that message moisture detected. Let it sit out, maybe a blow dryer far away from your phone, just lightly blow dry to get some of the moisture out. S Pen clicking, maybe water in it might get it stuck. Iris scanner with water in it, it's gonna blur it up. So that's all in one. So when you're using your phone underwater and you're dipping it in underwater, I only have my phone maybe under that pool for maybe 5-6 seconds so I can get to the bottom and grab it. But keep that in mind. might be an issue in the future. If it is, I'll report back to it, but right now, that's one thing that stood out. Other than that, phone has been wonderful, still my favorite phone to date to use, and I will do a big, much more fuller review. And as things like this happen, I'll come back to you guys and let you guys know. If you have any comments and questions, please let me know. I like to get back to you guys with whatever I find, answer your questions. Thumbs up the video if you can, and subscribe. I really appreciate it, guys. It's Nando. I'm out into the next one. Peace.